good morning. Let's try unmuting the mic. I hope everyone's doing well this morning. I am working on my comic again. I've got another comic ready to go. Good morning, Penguin Queen. How are you doing? This is another kind of old one that I need to be working on. I'm going to try and do a couple with panels because I've been going through all the ones that are like full page images, and I'm like, let's get some of the more complicated ones out of the way. I like this one. I've done a few along a similar vein. I might include one or two of a similar ilk in the comic, in the volume 2 overall, but I kind of have sifted through and found like I kind of like the way that this one flows the best, or one of the best. I like any of the comics I do that have like an analogy, if you will. So I've like made it like cooking. It's got a lot of updates to the art style that I think I need to do, because Dungeon's head is very flat. But aside from that, I think it's good. Maybe make the evil more prominent on there. And I like the way that there's this little skeleton shape in the mess here. It's like little skull and crossbones. So I'm gonna have to try and make that more prominent as well, because that was good. That was a good idea. Passed me. Well done. A bit achy from moving furniture yesterday to fight the carpet beetles in my house. The stream will be joining me in my continued battle. I commend you with your fight. They may have won the battle, but you will win the war. And then you can rest up on your beetle-free carpet, I'm sure. Okay, well, I'm just gonna dive straight in. I'm gonna come on in. And I'm gonna draw over Dungeon as I have been doing. And I just want to make sure that I'm adding in the details as they go. So I don't often draw Dungeon from the front these days, because this is how the two curls come in, but I think this will be okay. And I'm gonna need this little hair quip. It's because the quip comes from this side. It makes it look strange. Maybe I will have to tilt it. I'm gonna put the hat on in a second, just because then I always have this kind of shape. So maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll have like invent a new rule that I still have like this shape regardless of whether or not Dungeon's facing forward. It might help. I think it will help. I took a good amount of ground yesterday. Excellent. Excellent. What does that entail? I assume just violent hoovering. So I don't know if like there'd be like steaming involved as well. Okay. Now those eyes are way too close together, so I'm gonna just give them a little bit more space. I'm gonna give Dungeon a little cheek, I think, and come in. Let's try and reinvent that mouth. Yeah, maybe I'll add the cheek in a second. Get that over here. Let's neaten this shape up a bit. Yeah, hoovering all the carpets and around skirting boards, and then steaming the carpets and upholstery. Ah, so steaming is involved. Interesting. I actually think I'm going to keep this rounded shape and have like the hat almost perched like on the back of Dungeon's head. Because it's weird to keep Dungeon's head so flat. It makes the head look really long. Have the poofiness of the top of the hat. Weirdly, they're also in the office, which is carpet free, but I reckon it's the dust around the cables. Sounds like a deep clean scenario. I had a bit of a deep clean. Not like a huge deep clean. A big clean, I think, is better. A big clean around the house yesterday. There was a lot of chores that my partner and I have been putting off because we've been really busy the last couple of weeks. But we managed to make some time for him yesterday, which was good. Yeah, that's a bit of a better shape. I think that thumb needs to be smaller. This needs to come out further, I think. Just a little bit. And then, like, it's not too bad. It's like very sharp for some reason. But I used to draw in a lot of straight lines like this, so a lot of my old stuff is really sharp, but it's not horrendously bad though. Is that hand the right way around? I think it is. Yeah, the thumb should be on the inside. Well done, past me. This isn't a backwards hand. That's very rare for you. The amount of comics I go through and I look at them and I'm like, this hand's on backwards. It's shocking how many it is, considering that's something I do expect to get pulled up on online, but I don't think I ever really have. And it may just be because my style's very simple, so no one's really noticing that the hand's on backwards, as if, you know, you probably would notice a lot more if it was a more complex art style. Gosh, what is happening here? Ah, there's an extra dot. That's what's happening here. I see what's happening there. There we go. And then oh wait, I don't need to clear that all separately because those fingers will make up that. There we go. And I think we'll be going for a couple of hours today for this stream. I think until 1, so that's about 3 hours in total. Not quite as long as some of the other ones we've been doing recently. But I'm a little tired today. And also I have some deliveries coming later in the day. And I want to make sure that I don't have to panic end the stream to go run and get them. Gotta leave myself some time. I'd started to recover a little bit from the daylight savings last week. It's been a hard one this week. Just recovering from from the lost hour. Good morning, Exile. How are you doing? And I started to recover from the lost hour of sleep. And then I just decided yesterday it would be a good idea to stay up writing. So I'm a little bit sleepy again, but at least it's self-inflicted. At least it was fun. go. We're going to actually connect the arm to this body because it's kind of floating randomly in space. Now that I've got the fingers in, I need to kind of allude to an ear to just finish that shape off. And I think once I've got a good shape, I can copy it over because that is, I think, what I did before. It's mostly in the expression. Got a lot of comics to go through. We need to take the shortcuts that we can. Let's get the spoon drawn. I'm going to switch tools so that I can keep these lines pretty straight. Let's get a slight curve on this as well. Open that up, get more of a spoon shape going. I feel like a teardrop shape is like a spoon shape. And then obviously we're not going to want that to be pointed, so let's just curve that off. Change the line thickness, let's make that round. And then let's come in and get rid of the excess bit of the line here and here. So now I'm holding the spoon. And I think I'll stick with this tool for the moment. Let's get the bowl in. Oh no, let's give it a fill so it just sits on top. A little bit of curve to the body there. Try not to draw my body too straight anymore because it's not. Gotten more and more comfortable doing curvy stuff. Real bodies have curves, they do. Also, I feel like my style looks cuter when it's rounder. So I feel like it's just been this natural progression. Slowly over time, dungeons just got rounder. Similar to me. Similar to IRL dungeon. Don't need as many points in here. Grab all these lines because they're all different types of lines at the moment. Let's make sure that they're the same shade of black and that they're all the same thickness. There we go. It's already looking a lot neater than it was. I feel like I want to just grab some points here. I just want to make this ever so slightly thicker. Oh, I didn't move that one. There we go. And then we'll sort this out. I need that curve actually. I think this will be okay. Yeah. Just so that they're of a similar thickness. I don't mind if one's thicker than the other. I don't mind if it's a little uneven. I think that adds to the charm of it all. But I think if it's too off, it's a little bit less intentional. Just filling in these spaces. Then, do I want any tapering? A tiny amount of tapering. Just a tiny amount of tapering. Let's just make sure I haven't gone too thick. Just a smidge. Okay. Gotta have our little particles that are coming out of our shaker cup, which I think we'll invert in a sec, because I think it could be nice to do the apron dark. But then again, then I've got no shirt on, which might not be appropriate. I'm gonna make sure that there's a shirt. So maybe that is white. It'll contrast. Then I need the word evil. So that's what we're adding to the mix. Adding some evil. Just need a little bit of it. Just a teeny tiny smidge of evil to keep things interesting. That's it. Just a tad. Nothing more. God, every time I see a word after I've typed it like this and I'm putting it in like an image, it just looks odd. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a word doesn't look like a word anymore. Oh, how did I go to spreadsheet mode? I must just hit the wrong key on occasion. Let's add a tiny bit more tapering on the hat before we say this is done. I think that could be nice. No, we don't want that. There we go. And we just want to move this back a teeny tiny bit because there's a slight stick out. There we are. Okie dokie. Let's group this. I'm going to move it over. And I'm going to make a few changes. So the lid needs to come off. That's one of the big obvious ones. And then the face. We'll change up the face. Lid. As it just kind of flies off into the bowl. Change this face up. Let's no longer a happy face. This is a concerned face. What have I done? What evils have I brought into the world, face? Fair Mimic Bot has asked a question. Have you ever played a visual novel? I have played several. I enjoy a visual novel game myself. Possibly too many. Is there such a thing? I do not think there is. Concerned face. Might take the lines on the eyes down. I've got a bit of a hand and mascara thing going on there, which is okay. I like to do that every so often, but not most of the time. Oh no. Let's get some chunky eyebrows in there. Always say my favourite visual novel is Hatterpool Boyfriend. I don't think it's going to take a lot to dethrone that, but I do like a lot of others. I'm very fond of Halloween Otome, which is free on itch, on itch.io, so that one is very easy to go pick up. And it's just a good time. It's very wholesome. It's very silly. There's a couple of simple puzzles. It's just a few fun tropes, I would say. A few fun tropes and some well-written characters. Can't go wrong with that. In my opinion. I need to make this a bit bigger first, otherwise this is not going to split. Because I want to split this into 3, but not that way. And then add some little curves. And then we pop this back where we had it. And we merge together. We got a little skull. Little skull shape. Only the funny ones, as in you've only played the funny ones, or only the funny tropes are good? Because I think I agree. We don't want any creepy tropes. Made a Victoria sponge cake for your birthday. Oh yeah, it was your birthday, Excel. Happy birthday. Did you do anything exciting? Aside from making a cake, because a cake is always exciting. Ah, yes! You went to see the D&D movie. I need to go see that. I have not. I do want to. People have said it is good. Got an offer to go axe throwing. That also sounds fun. Oh, I did not go though. Never mind. Did not go. Is it not your thing? Or was there like previous engagements and stuff? I want to go axe throwing. I have not done it. It seems fun. filled up on sponge cake and passed out. Fair enough. I do love sponge cake. That is my usual cake of choice to make. But I make a cake as well. I do like to make other things, but it's just a fun, easy thing, isn't it? Good morning, Ben. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Feels like it's been a little while. I am working on my comic this morning. Here we go. I'm redrawing an old comic about being a GM and writing a story. Getting these two images all lined up and ready. I did get my recipe from a cookbook called The Best of British Baking. And you are hilariously a stereotypical Brit a lot. I am. Cannot help it. The accent also does not help. Very obvious. Very obvious, except to, sometimes other Brits, funnily enough. If you can believe that, in uni I did get asked a few times where I was from. I was a bit confused. It's like I think it's because my accent isn't indicative of a particular region other than the South. I think, because there's a lot of accents in the UK. And I'm very clearly not Northern. But I haven't got a clear Southern accent. Like, I've definitely got a Southern accent, but I haven't got like quite a strong specific regional accent. And that throws people off sometimes. Because I do not have the accent from where I'm, like the traditional accent of where I'm from. I'm originally from Essex, and that's usually a little bit of a harder sound, though it does come out occasionally in my R's. Definitely have the Essex twinge. But I think it's because I have like a hard A a lot of the time, which isn't a common British thing. Throws people off. Okay, I need to do a more exciting desk, and then I can put some shade on here and colour in that shirt. So let me I shouldn't have to turn this back on again if I get the size of my panels. There we go. That wasn't too far off. Okay. I like this skull now. I think it's a bit more obvious. Not that it wasn't obvious before, but I feel like I want to make it clear, especially since that's going to be very small in print. In a minor spoiler, oh, it's a minor spoiler. Super happy when D&D movie opened in the prison we just visited in your Icewind Dale campaign. Ah, interesting. The giddy feeling of recognizing the world. Yeah, a little bit of like, oh, I know where that is. I've been there. Oh, I think I'll have that a little less because I tend not to play in a traditional D&D world. The closest I've been is Barovia. We've done a little bit of Lord Alliance stuff, so there will be things that I recognize, but I don't... my group tend to do a lot of homebrewing. The practical effects. Oh, that's good to hear. I don't hear that a lot these days. And it's a shame, because practical effects are the best. And I say that as somebody who works in post-production. I just really like it when, I guess when digital and practical effects just work together. I just think that's the best of both worlds. But I feel like a lot of the effects that hold up in movies, like any movies that you look at over time and you're like, the effects in this still hold up. There's a lot of practical that's kind of gone into it. Like Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park, the effects in Jurassic Park are timeless. For the most part. They just hold up so well. Let's move this over. Hardcover on the back of this so it doesn't look like it's kind of floating in space. I feel like it needs to come out longer. Yeah, that's a bit better. We'll go over to the corner of this one as well. There we go. Got the book. That's definitely how it is. The digital effects always feel like they were to enhance and not to replace. Yeah. Because it depends. I feel like digital effects work if you've got a stylized thing going on. But if you're going for absolute realism, like, they will age because digital effects are constantly changing. So they can be amazing when they come out, but even just a couple of years now down the line will I feel like they'll be maybe not necessarily noticeable, but I feel like the average movie viewer will look at it and be like, something is off with this. Maybe they won't be able to say exactly what's wrong, but a lot of the times it ends up in like an uncanny valley sort of place. Okay, just copying the dice over so that I don't have to redraw them. Gonna take these lines down so that we can see everything. We're gonna go into the D20 and I'm gonna just remove that extra shape there because we can't see it anyway. Because, you know, you gotta have dice on the table when you're cooking. Everybody knows that, right? But yeah, I think that you're right, the digital works best when it's enhancing something, like where it's, you know, you're just using it to hide a wire or something like that. Adding a little bit of glow, etherealness. Okay, well, I don't need all these extra lines in this one either, because you can't see them. just so it matches, we'll bring that line down as well. Just give them a little bit of a size up. Come on, I want that to be straight. There we are. Perfect. Aha! And then we duplicate that over. What is my text that needs to go on here? Just a dash of. And I think I'm going to just fix up the text. Just want to make that a little bit punchier, so spicing up your campaign. The when yours kind of work online, but printed it's a little bit annoying, I think. That, and then we bring that down. It's about there. Oh, I'm not sure if I want it like that. Feels like it fits a bit better. Circle. We'll put this one behind everything as well. So it doesn't need to be anywhere near as wide. Speaking of wide, I feel like I just want to make them a tad wider, so let's make these panels a little bit wider. Closer together, recenter them. And I grab everything apart from the panels, I can just shift everything over. So it doesn't look quite centered anymore. There's enough space in there. That's not going to work. That could work. That'll be better. I'm going to use this line and taper it in a way to create my tail. Points in there that we don't need, so let's go and release this compound path so we can get rid of those like little extra bits that have come about. Yeah, that'll work. Merge that together. And pop it back at the back. There we go. And I think I've just got to do some shade now. Oh, and the shirt. So, let's grab this outline of dungeon. I'm going to need to duplicate it over, because there's some tapering on these lines and I don't want to get rid of that. Which having a fill will, so tapering is going to suddenly disappear. Oh, it's because I've got the word in there. It doesn't like making a fill with letters. There we go. Let me just get rid of that extra tapering. I think that's okay. I'm looking at the fingers and being like, do I need to just do something with this? No, I don't think so. Gonna leave it. So I'm gonna duplicate this side now. Need to find the word evil. There it is. Let's get rid of it. And pop the shirt over on this side. Oh, I almost missed the underarm as well. There we go. Make sure my tapering is visible. Now I'm gonna just do some shading. There we go. So I'm thinking of doing... I don't know what to do. So soon, it's my birthday. It's my birthday soon. And I'm wondering about doing some sort of special stream. Though I don't know what that would be. Some sort of birthday stream. I don't know if I'd be drawing something for myself. Or if I'll play a game or something, maybe. Seems like a good excuse. But what game should I play if I play a game? Play a game you enjoy. It's so hard to pull boyfriend. That'd be an interesting birthday stream. I wonder if I could get through the entire game. I'm like, could I? Probably not. That would be insane. That's a speed run right there. Would be fun. Though I don't know if I wanted to try a new game. Try something new. If I could connect my Switch up to the computer, I would play Hades. But I don't have the equipment for that. Because I also very much enjoy playing Hades. It is a great game. Oh, I'm wondering if I want the entire background of this panel to be dark as well, because it's like, it helps make things a bit more sinister. I should be able to make every other part of dungeon that I need to be white. Should all just do its thing. I can add the shade on. Yeah, I think that'll help. Helps the ominous vibes. Yeah, I might do something in the coming weeks to celebrate. Maybe on the actual day. I have the day off work, so that'd be a Monday. Bake yourself a cake. I love baking cake, and I guess it's my birthday, but the only thing is I don't have any. My partner doesn't eat cake. So there's no one to help me eat it. I couldn't eat an entire cake. That's too much. In my youth, I definitely could eat that much cake. But I have gotten old. And weak. And I am no longer to consume my weight in cake, which I think is a good thing, if I'm honest. It'll put me to sleep. In my youth, yes, in my youth. My youth, I could consume anything. In any quantity I wanted. But alas, the times have changed. Okay, so I need to put this underneath the eyes. The eyes have a fit. There we go. Nice. I think I'm happy with this. I'm looking at the book and being like, do I want to just add grey to this? I feel like I maybe do. Just to help balance things out. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Let's look at the original, see if I missed anything. We can take that away from the back now. There we go. I had a sound effect, but I don't think I want it anymore. I did have a pencil. I don't think I need it. I don't think the pencil is really adding anything. I might just move the dice down a tiny bit. Just to fill the space. Yeah, I feel like the sound effect is kind of unnecessary. What do other people think? I think we're good. Which is good timing, because it's almost break time. Okay, I'm gonna hit a save, and I'm gonna find another comic to do. Another one with panels. Yeah, this one was okay. This one I actually didn't have to do too much updating. Thank you, Pass Me. This was a good one. So, if you need a stretch, or if you need to go get a drink, or do like a small chore to help take care of yourself, make your day easier, it's a good time to do that, because I'm going to be gone for a whole 10 minutes. So I will see you all back here in 10 minutes time. am back. I hope everybody had a good break. I have a new cup of tea and a new comic. So, gosh, this one didn't feel so long ago, but it had to have been because it's got the daily dungeon delves instead of just dungeon delves on it. So, I think I must have done this when I was doing Volume 1? Or just before I started doing Volume 1? Because Dungeon has the hair flick. Which is, as we've been seeing, a big way of, you know, telling the age of all of these comics. Whether or not I have my hair flick. But we've got a 3-panel comic to do. I feel like this is a very relatable one. In terms of being a games master. I'm constantly worried that your players aren't having a good time. Let's get the frames in first. And we'll do a little bit of fixing. I find this hilarious. I think this is an intentional, let's put the face nowhere near on how it should be on the head, but I might fix it up. I don't think these extra books need to be in this panel. I think just reading notes is probably enough. So I'm going to take them out. I think it just makes it look a little bit cluttered. But other than that, I'm quite happy with it all. I'm gonna just come in and immediately change the hairline here. And draw that in. I think what I want is maybe I just want to rotate it a bit. I think the hand should be here, and then that will fix everything, hopefully. Like the thumb could be under the hair. That could work. I'll have a look at the hand once I have kind of turned off the and I've kind of exited tracing mode, I guess. Because it'll be a lot easier to figure out what I'm doing. Try and fix this curve up. Make it nicer. I remember when I first started DMing, my anxiety went on a warpath and I had to start using my backlogged take as needed Xanax. Oh gosh. Yeah, it can be stressful. I think it's just remembering that, you know, it should also be fun for you as well, because like you're still a player of the game. You know, it's not like you're fun at the expense of everyone else. But you do have this kind of, you feel I guess, like a responsibility for making the game fun, but in reality, it's kind of everybody's responsibility to make the game fun. I had to realise all those people at my table are my friends and we all just want to hang out. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's usually what it boils down to. If it, you know, people either friends or people just want to have fun. And certainly in a game where you're not being paid, there isn't this expectation for you to be, you know, going above and beyond. People just want to spend time with you. In a paid game, the anxiety makes a bit more sense because people are paying for your services, but even then, like, you can only kind of work with what you know, you can only put so much in without the players also contributing. But like, a paid game is a bit of a different situation. Kind of an interesting new development, which I think makes sense with the direction that the hobby has gone in. When you first start playing, because I certainly felt like this when I started playing, when I GM'd, you do feel like you have to do everything. But my experience has always been it's more fun when you actually kind of include the players on the world building and stuff. Like, instead of just going off doing it all yourself and your players just being reactive. It's funny because you'd think that the collaborative part of the game would be obvious. But I wouldn't say it was for me. It was kind of like a thing that got pointed out and I was like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. Like, why am I giving myself this extra work and like almost taking away part of a game from like other people? There we go. I still have the kind of long face going on, which I don't mind. It's just nowhere near as horrendously off model. As I quite like the way that the face looks a bit silly looking down. Before it was just too long. It was a bit too much. We can do silly faces here, but that was ridiculous. Got a limit to the silliness, apparently. And that long face was it. I think one of my favourite things to do as a GM, though, is to like listen out for what players think is going to happen, and if it's not gonna, you know, derail or mess with other plans in any sort of way, I like to include it. Very much being fed all the ideas. I enjoy it a lot. Because I also find that then players tend to be more invested in the story if they feel like they're a part of it, if that makes sense. If they're like not just reacting, but they can shape the world. It's like another level of creativity unlocked. Mug. Gotta get a mug in there. That might be a bit too much though. Now we've got to put the handle on. Have a good luck, Exile. Thank you for stopping by. It's been good chats. I'm gonna get the steam. We did just draw a book. I wonder if it's on the right angle. It's not bad. It's not bad. No, we've got it. May as well use it. Let's reuse all these elements. Might have it cut off on the edge or something. Let's turn this off now that we can see what we're doing. I feel like putting it here is good. Just have to get that corner chopped off. Which I can do. We've also got the fill. Okay, that's fine. There we go. Need to grab dungeon. I lock that up. Select all these bits. Should be able to group it. And then we can group the mug just for the sake of having everything organized. I think I can do a fill with this. Do we have mixed lines? No, they're all basic. Good, good, good. Let's just make sure we've got our tapers as we want them. I feel like there can be a taper in here. Maybe on the hairline as well. I feel like this inner part of the curve needs a bit of fixing up. It's looking a bit weird. A little bit pointy. Tapering. Let's bring that down as well. Yeah, that should work for me. I want to duplicate this so I can keep my tapering and make it a fill. So got that. I just want to take those lines off. Put the shirt in. There we go. Feel like I just want to be annoying and move dungeon over a teeny bit because I just think centered dungeon is better. And I can use this panel, just clipping that for the book. Yeah, I just think dungeon should be center. I hope the players like my game. I'm gonna come over to this other comic. Just copy and paste my text so it's the right size. Have a play around with that. That's not too bad. I feel like I might want to just keep it on a few less lines. Is that 2 spaces or 1 space? That is 1 space. Do I need to kern that? I think I'll leave it for the time being. Kerning text is not my favorite thing. I know I've got a handwriting font, so it's not the end of the world if it's not super tidy, but I think when you notice it, like when the text is, you're looking at the text and being like, that space looks a little bit strange. It bothers me. I think that needs to be slightly smaller, actually. I know I copied it for the size, but I don't think it fits as well in this one. I always like there to be a little bit of a squiggle in the tail of the speech bubble. I just think it looks a bit cuter that way. we go. Let's get the title as well. What was this one called? Oh, it's 3 titles. Of course it is. Oh, this hasn't been formatted. Let's make sure the line spacing's even. I also need to try to make sure I'm consistently saying GM instead of DM. It's not that one is better than the other or anything, it's just I like GM because it's a bit more system agnostic. And I don't want to cause too much confusion for the readers, so keeping it consistent just seems like the logical thing to do. I also might just make the background of this panel dark as well. I think it'll help with the stressy vibes. Let's get around this hair. A little bit of shade in the ear. Then I'm gonna get those eyes. Let's drag it all to the top. Shade under the head. And I'll connect those lines up. Send to back. This line is looking a little bit like it's poking out. Still there. Are you poking out? Okay, I think Illustrator's just tricking me. It's not actually there. Okay. Second panel. Let's try not to give them ridiculously huge hands. I split it like that. Surely it makes sense to keep the sentence on one line. Mimic-Bot asked a question. What is your favourite choose your own path game and why? I quite liked playing the Goosebumps games when I was younger. I think that I still have a lot of love for them. So I'm gonna go with that as my answer. There's been some from independent artists that I've liked as well. They're very cool when you can write them because they're obviously a bit of a challenge to write, so I really appreciate them. I'd really like to write my own kind of choose your own path adventure at some point. I don't know if I'm ever going to get around to it though. So many projects that I want to do. That one's quite low on the list. I just think it would be fun. In there. Make sure my lines are neat-ish. Maybe a bit higher. Then I can come in, find the middle one, use that as a clipping mat. And that will just fill the space a bit more if I'm higher up in panel. These two players doing a high five. So I think I might just work back from the hand. Fingers in there a little bit. Oh, no, don't want to delete it. That's not what I want. go. Got two hands. Let's make sure they're centered. Make them a little smaller. Obviously, they're just kind of crammed in there, so I'm like, how do I want this arm? I think just with some foreshortening on it. I think that'll help. No, I'm looking at it again and I'm like, have I done it backwards? Am I continuing this backwards hand thing? I think I am. I actually think it should be this way around. Because when I'm holding my hand up, my thumb is pointing towards me. Yeah, that looks better. Well, that's why that looked strange. I will never not be confused by hands. As much as I think I've finally learned the way that hands go. I will suddenly be confronted by the fact that I do not know anything. Chubby arms for everybody. Not just me. Everybody gets chubby arms now. This head a bit. Let's fix that. Give it a sort of shrink. Just a little shrink. I'm gonna make sure my points are pretty much there. We'll put the other person in. High five. Gonna add like a little shape. Start with a circle, I get the little curve. Then there we go. Gonna make like a little crown shape. Just round these off slightly. I feel like I need an extra point in there, so let's just fix this. Just one of the little shapes I like to use whenever there's like a physical hit or something, like a wham. I feel like it helps. No, I don't want text on the line. That would be strange. Now, I don't know if I want to get rid of this text here as well, because I'm not sure it's necessary. Keep it for now. Might get rid of it because I feel like the high five is like a good enough example of people being excited. Yeah, that's not gonna work, is it? This is a different line of text. I'm gonna need a different squiggly line. Just a little curve for this one. I'm gonna have a quick swig of tea. We have a very quiet Sunday today, don't we? But that's okay. It just means I'm getting through things quickly. Which is nice. Oh, no, I don't wanna connect those lines, please and thank you. Okay. And I've got two shapes, I can group them. Turn the opacity down. And I can come in, add other things to this shape now. Don't really need much on these little guys. I think that'll do. What I might want to do is add like a character sheet or something in front of them. Let's go simple for this one. Maybe like just some dice. Just something. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna just make some little shapes on the sheet. And then if I pull this line out, it will adjust everything. Not too worried about the angle since this is going to be underneath the speech bubble. Or maybe I should be. Let's make it, instead of making it that way, I want like a leaning thing. That. Oh, I can't reflect it, can I? Silly me. It's got an asymmetrical pattern. Okay. We'll just do it twice. I kind of know what I'm doing now. Just kind of want to pull this side out. And I want to pull this side out. There we go. And we're going to come back in here. Going to grab these dice. They even need to be smaller. Okay. We'll ungroup. Not going to put too many of them on here because they are quite small. It's like they're sharing some dice, maybe. And we'll just get rid of the D10s. There we go. It just makes it feel more like that's the table as opposed to me just drawing a straight line. And the last panel. Well, first of all, I just want to make sure that I group everything so that I don't get too confused about where everything is. I will copy the text that I will need. So my editor had a note about changing that. Let me have a look-see. Something that could read a bit better, perhaps, because it's not that it's wrong. It's that's a very much a me colloquialism. And that in order to just make it a bit more understandable, might be better to rephrase. It's like a line between wanting it to be kind of like how I speak, because obviously it's my comics, but also I do want it, I want the message to be clear. So I remember thinking I might change it up a little bit to what they suggested, but I need their suggestion. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Okay. What was their suggestion? Or were they being polite? Was their suggestion. Hope players like the game. This is fun. I feel like will they being polite kind of changes up the meaning somewhat. Not a huge amount, but or was it in my head? Maybe. We'll go with that. Oh, my imagination. I-M-A-G-I-N-A-T-I-O. Okay. Casually spelling words out because I can't spell. It's been a big, more terrible Twitter news. There's just the algorithm, I think, was the way it works has been a thing recently. I don't know, I kind of stay clear of it, but I heard that one of the things was that suppresses your tweets is spelling mistakes or words that don't exist. And I find that odd because I'm like, how does that work on an app that has multiple languages? Is it per language? Or is it just purely English? But I'm like, dang, I misspell things all the time. This is why I hate that app. I just want to vibe. I don't misspell things intentionally, I just get overexcited. I type a lot from consciousness. What am I doing with my hands here? I need to fix it up. Let's put my pen down. Okay, so they're kind of like interlocked. The fingers are like interlocked. As opposed to what they... I don't know, they're not doing that currently, so... we will have an interlocked thing going on. I want there to be a hand shape. Yeah, this will just need to come lower. I think something like that. Reflect it. just a question. It's at a different angle, but it's not bad. I think I can. Just need to move it around a bit. I'll need to adjust those fingers. And obviously the shoulder. It's not bad. It's giving me a decent starting point. And this hand will go outside of this panel, or this arm rather. Just don't need it to be quite as wide as it was because of the angle. Just have to keep an eye out in case my delivery decides it wants to come early. It shouldn't, but you know, occasionally. Whenever you don't want it to come early, that's when it's like, good news! We're here already. And I'm like, that's not the point of telling me when you're gonna be here. Surely. Curl that, give this a little bit of a curve. That was better. I just need to fix that bit up a little bit because it's a bit straight. Get rid of that center bit. Oh, perfect. There's already a point there. Nice. Then I'm not going to cut that off quite yet because I might want to move it in. Might want a bit of a reframe. This still looks a bit too wide. which is interesting. Though I don't know if it is. I'm gonna flip it and see if I feel that way still. A little bit. It's not incredibly off, but it's enough for me to kind of be like, yeah, that's where I want it instead. I'm gonna curve the chest out instead, having it straight there. Small eyes that are very far apart will help this expression. Need to just fix up those lines. And I think I want to line those up a bit better, so let's get rid of the point in the middle. There. Turn that one around. It only starts to divulge at the top. Diverge, not divulge. That's a different word. There we go. Needs some fixing. I feel like I can just have that entire body in there. I just want to put these lines in like that. I don't think I want to have like the waist or anything in there. It just seems like I don't need to. We'll just have a long torso extending out of the panel. And then it can be cropped. I really want to taper too much either. Like I could taper that line, but I don't know if I want to. Guess I did here, so I probably should. For the sake of matching. Let's get a taper on. Hello Ianie, how are you doing? Welcome on in. I'm still working on volume 2 of my comics today. Before I do the shirt, if I just make sure it's all filled in white, so that I can maybe put a darker background in. sure I've got my little taper there. I'm gonna grab this last panel and I want to use that as a little clipping mat just to cut off that edge. I filled it in with white. Did I not? Did I fill it in with nothing? Okay, well. Let's try that again. There we go. This is the one that we're working on. Talking about GM or Games Master worries. Gotta get a speech bubble in now. And then we can put some shade on this and then we're done. Kind of gone through my last break, which I know is not usual for me. And it's just so that I can hopefully get this done without having to have like a little break at the end. So we're having a bit of a shorter stream today. Outline that. And then I can merge those two things together. Now this is looking a little bit off, so there we go. Just little things like this should be tapered if the other two are tapered. Especially since that one's longer, it makes more sense. And then I just need a little bit of shade. I want to make it slightly different to the first panel. Just group those, bring the opacity down, then I can work with everything inside of here. I think I'm just going to have the neckline completely obscured by shade this time. Might want some cheeks. I have room. I think what I want is some sweat marks. That'll help. Yeah. Looking a bit nervous now. Okay. Let me have a look at the original. I can move that away now. I can shrink it down so we can have a look at the two side by side. Coming on in. Nope, nope, that's gonna be it. During and after the game. Yeah. This face isn't as long anymore. I think just taking the books out of the corner makes it a lot less cluttered. And I've just kind of balanced the speech bubbles a little bit better. Other than that, I think it was okay, like, structure-wise. It wasn't too off-model in most places. Oh yeah, these hands were on backwards. The hands were backwards. They're too big. We fixed those. Everyone looks a lot softer and squishier now, which I think makes them cuter. So we've gotten two comics done. Today, we've gotten this GM worries, as I think I'm gonna call it. Before, during, and after. Always concerned that the game is not fun. And this evil cooking. Evil cooking. Spicing up your campaign with a little bit of evil. Sometimes you accidentally pour too much in. You gotta draw it back a little bit. But I think I like the expression in this one. I think it's come out very cute. I think we're gonna end it quite early today. Because I don't think I've got enough time to finish another one. And I need to be heading off soon anyway. So let's see if there's anybody that we can raid. I know Mega is online, but Mega has quite a lot of viewers anyway. Let's see. Who is doing art right now? And I will next be streaming on Thursday, I think? Thursday, the 13th of April. At 7 AM BST time. And we'll be doing some more comics, or maybe we'll do a portrait. Yeah! Suited X is doing a PNG tuber commission. It looks very cute. Let's go raid. Let's go raid them. Go see what they're doing. It looks nice and clean, the line art. Raid. Suited X. The raid has been set. Thank you for joining, Penguin Queen. It's been good to just chill. Been a bit of a quieter stream today, but I feel like I've kind of powered through all of the artwork. Which I think shows how much I usually stop to talk. But yeah, next stream is on Thursday. I hope everybody has a good rest of their week. And I hope you all have the spoons you need to get through whatever you need to get through. Until then, I'm gonna head off for the time being, so let's go show Suited X some love. And I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye bye.